This is Cheverly Station, the least used station on the Metro Orange Line. We're less than a mile from the Deanwood neighborhood in Washington, D.C., and about 6 miles from downtown D.C. The station opened in 1978 and was part of the second Metro line into the Maryland suburbs, the Orange Line, which makes it 45 years old this year. The station is side-platformed, 600 feet long on both sides. The walkway over the station and the southern side tracks is unlike any other Metro station I've been to, but I haven't been to all of them. I'm not sure if this is the only one, so if you happen to know another station that is similar, let me know. There's only one entrance to the station, and it's located on the south side of the tracks, along with the bus bays and the parking lot and the general entrance. Surrounding the station is not a ton. It is located on the east side of the Orange Line between the Landover and Deanwood Metro stations. Right to the north of the Metro line are tracks for the Northeast Corridor that MARC and Amtrak trains use to go all the way to Boston. To the south of the station, there are tracks for freight trains. To the north of the Northeast Corridor tracks is U.S. Route 50, also known as the John Hanson Highway, that terminates all the way in Ocean City, Maryland. Oh yeah, and on the west coast is Sacramento, California. To the north is the town of Cheverly, Maryland, with a population of around 6,100 people, give or take a few. Here's some more data and statistics on the town because you know I love statistics. Notably, the average household income is around $100,000 compared to the areas around it, which is closer to around $60,000. The town is mostly just single-family homes with a few businesses here and there. Due to it being a post-war suburb, there's no Main Street type area. There are some plans to redevelop the immediate area around the station into a mixed-use space, but there's no firm timeline on that happening anytime soon. All right, pros: ample parking for those who need to, connection to 7 bus lines, some housing is less than a 10-minute walk from the station, and the trains have decent frequencies. They come every 10 minutes on weekdays and every 15 minutes on the weekends. And of course, like all Metro stations, they are wheelchair accessible as well. And the ride to Metro Center, which is in downtown DC, is only about 25 minutes, which is shorter than the average 36-minute commute in Cheverly. Cons: there is very little near the station, and the housing in the vicinity of the station are mostly single-family homes, which limit ridership. The buses also only come every 30 minutes, which just is not that great. So I rate the station 4 out of 10. 4. It's okay. The frequencies are good, and it exists. That's why it gets a 4 out of 10. All right, let's talk about the ridership. Cheverly was the least used station on Metro's Orange Line at 320 boardings per weekday in 2022. In 2023, the station has improved to 463 boardings per weekday so far between January and October. In 2019, the average weekday ridership was 996 boardings per weekday, making the recovery rate from COVID at this station about 46%, while the system as a whole is about 55% as of October 2023. The total boardings in 2022 was 68,363. Let's put that on the graph of least used stations, and in the next episode, we'll compare to the last two, Cheverly and Forest Glen. Before November 2022, this was the least used station on the entire system. If you know that date, you can probably guess where the least used one is now. We'll cover that in a future video, so get subscribed and stay tuned. Out of the total 530 parking spots, 91 are used on an average 2023 weekday. This is around a 17% utilization rate. This also tells us that only around 20% of the people who board here park their car at the station, which is less than I would expect considering the land use around the station. In 2010, the Orange Line got the second most ridership out of all the lines just after the Red Line, at 187,000 boardings per weekday in 2010. Adjust that for current ridership trends, and the Orange Line probably gets around 100,000 boardings per weekday in 2023. I also want to add, Metro is finishing its solar roof project, which means now Cheverly and a few other stations around it will provide solar electricity to the surrounding area on top of its parking lots. Looks pretty cool and is better than just asphalt. One last thing I wanted to share: when I was there, the escalators were making this really loud sound, kind of squeaking like a tuba. It sounded really weird. You're listening to it now. At first, I thought someone was playing like the trumpet or trying to play the trumpet, but no, the escalators are just old and loud. Thank you so much for watching this video. More videos coming, and make sure to go outside, touch some grass, do something fun, and don't watch screens the entire day. Have a great day. Peace out.